Yeah, I forgot to plug my headset in before we got started here, but nonetheless, we are all set to go. So, yeah, since this is the last day of my week off, that means this is, for now, perhaps the last day that we will be doing 3 streams a day. So, that means that with us at level 76, we still have quite a long way to go in order to reach the end of the game, but we'll get there eventually. For now, there are quests here in the second half of Amarang that we want to take on before we resume with the main story. And so that's exactly how we're going to start the day. So, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here in Novaura Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Live. So, we're going to go ahead and check out the area in and around the village of Garrick to take on the 6 side quests that are available. So, why do you say we get started? Since we have conveniently Ril located over here, we'll go start by taking on his quest entitled Shovel or Boogie. Ril has stumbled upon something rather intriguing. You must be a traveler, yes? Then maybe you can help me. Alright. I was looking around an abandoned house and I found a map of Amarang with a big cross drawn on it. It can only mean one thing. Treasure! I want you to go and look for it, but you have to stay here and guard the village. Could you go in my stead? If there are any shinies to be had, we can share them, yes? Here, take my spade and dig where the cross is. Alright then. Yeah, he doesn't want us to just dig with our hands. He wants to use his rusty spade. So that's what we will go ahead and do. Trying to avoid the iguana, but he's likely gonna notice me. Or maybe not. Heck, no complaints over here. Yeah, and then his friend shows up to say hello to me right in the face, but then he turns around. Yeah, where are you, little dig spot? Oh, you're right over here in the roots. Let's go and dig for this thing. You discover a rotted chest buried in the soil. Yeah, so since, as of course, we do not have an aetheryte over here at Garrick, we have to manually drive back. Which means, not surprisingly, we're going to be getting licked. Yeah, it also means we're going to bring in things that the locals didn't want to see. Hey, Will. Show me what you found! Show me! And give me my spade back, please! Well, here you go. Oh, this must be very old. Let us see what is inside. What? Nothing but junk! Rusty junk at that! Why would anyone bury this? Wait, is that a diary? I'm sure the former owner would not mind if I take a peek. But what if they're still alive? It looks like the owner had to leave Amarang but was planning to come back one day. And if that day ever came, they wanted to dig out the diary and continue writing their life story. I wonder if that person is still alive. Probably not, judging by the state of this chest. It must have been buried for a long time. Maybe their children or their children's children will come in search of it. If I read the rest, maybe I can learn who this person was. And then I will put it back in a more sturdy box, and since there was no treasure to share, I will give you this instead as payment for your hard work. Well, thank you. So he gives us experience, skill, plus a 409 pair of gauntlets. So let's see what we got here. Determination and critical hit rate. Well, first we need to open the chest. Yeah, first things first. So yeah, Zone Surge, Skin, Fingerless Gloves, and Maiming. Okay. Determination and direct hit rates against critical hit and determination. Alright, so that would definitely move the numbers around a bit. Alright, so yeah, I might equip these. But for now, let's go ahead and focus on continuing on with side quests here. We have Bol over here, so why don't we go ahead and head on over to him to take on his quest entitled And Justice for All. Bol is grinding his teeth, a clear sign of his foul mood. I have seen you around, traveler. You look like making yourself useful, yes? Let us work for you if you are willing. One of the lizards that I raised for meat escaped some time past. I thought it would have been eaten by predators by now, but the miner from Twine said that it attacked her. It seems to have grown into quite the brute. Which brings me to the job in question. I want you to put a stop to its mischief. Kill it, in other words. I recommend softening its hide first with a splash of the soil. Once you have taken care of it, bring me its meat. No point letting it go to waste. I heard it was prowling around the outskirts of the village to the west, and I will know from the smell if you attempt to fob me off with meat from another lizard, so do not even try. Like I would want to. Yeah, like I would want to. Alright, so they stayed over here. It also means we're gonna have to possibly fight here, but yeah, the iguana turns away from us. Yeah, here's the location. Where are you? Behind. Yeah, throw out that oil at it. There we go. And now it's on. Yeah, bring it, ugly. Ooh, gotta get away from that. And get back in there. Let's go ahead and finish this thing off. There we go. And so back we go. It's a good thing all these quests are conveniently located because obviously, of course, there's no aetherite here, so they have to be closer in comparison to others we're going to see. And others we've already seen. Kill, did you say? Prove it. Here you go. Here's what you need. Very good. That beast put us through a lot of trouble, so it's about time we had something to show for it. They're usually quite harmless when they are young, but this one was a vicious little bastard even then. This serves him right for mauling passers-by. If he had any sense, he would have disappeared for good. Anyway, I will try this meat and send it to Twine by way of apology. For you, this should be an ample reward. Thank you very much. Okay, next. Let's head on over now to Gon Gon. We'll go ahead and take on his quest entitled Water Palaver. Gon Gon is waiting impatiently for his nephew to return. Where is that nephew of mine? I sent him to Twine on an errand a while ago and he is still not returned. If your troubles happen to take you that way, could you keep an eye out for him? Knowing him, he probably forgot to take any water and is lying in a ditch somewhere. Perhaps you should take this just in case. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. And if he is sleeping, put it on his head to wake him up. Yes, pour it on his head to wake him up. That's a good idea. So yeah, we want to go down there. So let's go ahead and do just that. So yeah, we'll get to you in a moment. We'll get to you later. But now, we want to focus on finding the nephew. Because yeah, you're going to see he's up on a higher tier in the landscape. And I don't think I can use my bike to scale that. Yeah, turn the corner. And look out for the fate-based enemies. And everything else. But yeah, conveniently we ran right into Gon Gon's nephew. Now you're gonna be a nice nanny and go away, right? Yeah, that's right. You go away. Why does this desert have to be so dry? Never been so thirsty. Yeah, let's give him some water. Need water. Don't worry, we gotcha. Here you go. Ah! You've saved me from certain death. Well, extreme thirst at the very least, but how did you know? The uncle told me. My uncle? I just wanted to make him proud to show my gratitude for him raising me, but all I do is cause problems. No point moping about it though. I'll have to do better next time. Thank you for the water, it was much appreciated. And so he heads back to the village, and we will follow him back there. Yeah, you're not my nanny. Alright, let's get back. And be careful about the iguanas. Yeah, here we go. So back into town, and then we'll complete this quest too. Hey, Gon.
My nephew made it back alive. I was so relieved to see him. I only sent him to deliver some smoked lizard meat, but I had no idea would end like this. Still, it is important for both Garrick and Twine to send these kinds of supplies back and forth. I wish we still had a Talos, then my nephew would not have to go on such dangerous trips. He might be a fool, but he is a good boy at heart. Thank you for helping him return safely.
You're quite welcome. Alright, let's move on to our next two. Both of whom appear to be inside this bar. Starting with Mon here in the corner. Let's go ahead and take on his quest entitled Assault on a Deadly Weapon. Mon is plagued by hellish beasts and an empty stomach.
Oh, what to do? I want to make traditional malt stew and I need only one more ingredient, amberweed. But it has become scarce around here, except for in an area that is plagued by evil weapons. Funny name, not so funny when they're trying to kill you though. There is an especially horrible one called the Wandering Weapon who the others seem to follow. If you could get rid of it, the rest might leave us alone. Then I can finally harvest amberweed in peace. So will you help us?
I believe I can. Yeah, in fact, he's not going to be that far away. But we do need to go back up the way we came to do the previous quest. So we'll have to loop around then. And get away from you as much as we can. Yeah, it's not far from the village, but it is intimidating it. So yeah, where's that amberweed? Here it is. And there's the Wandering Weapon. Yeah, come on over, ugly. Yeah, we'll show you what we can do. Yeah, give it everything we got. And then full power. 28,000, that's pretty good. Alright, problem solved. And away we go. Yeah, landing on the roof before we go back inside. Hey, Mon.
Oh, you did it! Hooray! Now the tumbleweed will be mine! But I wonder if the other evil weapons will come back. I hear they were made by the mages of Nabatharang from enchanted swords. Do not ask me how they ended up looking like that, though. Apparently their masters disappeared after the flood. With no one to command them, they have been prowling around Amber, attacking everything that comes close. I hope that by getting rid of the Wandering Weapon, they will stay away for a while, but who can say? All I know is I can make my stew now. My stomach thanks you.
I'm sure it does. Alright, and then on the other side of the bar, we have this paternal Mord. So let's go ahead and take on his quest entitled Shine On, you crazy Mordling. An especially fatherly looking Mord needs your help to solve an unusual quandary.
It is a dire emergency, dire indeed. You must help. Follow me, I will explain everything.
Alright then. Actually, we could just simply walk out the front door. Well, actually, not quite. Yeah, I remember this quest now. I was like, which quest is this that I'm going to be doing where we're going to get trolled? Yeah, this is that instance. Yeah, because in order to complete this quest, and I don't know why they made you do it this way, you have to try and land where the Mord himself is. Because yeah, it's not situated in a way that is typical. I just need to remember how we get to him. Oh, wait a minute. He's still down there? Well, we're supposed to go over there at some point.
Hear my plea, noble traveler. My son was playing with his favorite gemstone and somehow ended up on the balcony up there. I told him if it is so precious, you should start throwing it around like that. But alas, my words fell on deaf ears. It looks so pretty spinning through the air. Oh, how it sparkled. Enough of that, you fool. As you can see, it is too high for any of us more to reach. We are simply not built for such acrobatics. I have a feeling you would fare better. This way, please.
So yeah, now here's where we follow him. Yeah, I don't know, I was skipping steps there, but yeah. You kind of have an idea of now what we're going to be asked to do. Hello again.
With your strong legs, you should be able to reach the roof by jumping from the plank over there. Though the endeavor may be fraught with peril, you must get my son's gemstone back or I shall never hear the end of it.
Alright, let's go get ourselves a gemstone. Ah! Yeah, now we actually have to stick the landing. Yeah, now we have to actually stick the landing. Alright, here we go. Oh, where are you? Oh, here you are. Yeah, it was blending into the background there. Let's speak with the youngling.
Where is my gemstone?
Right over here. This time throw it around in the open air.
I thought we'd never see it again. I'm so happy. Father gave this to me. See how it shines? I wanted to see it twinkling from above like a star.
Yeah.
Even so, you must not throw it. Yes, Mother, you're right. This is my star. I shall keep it with me always. Though we may never be able to repay your kindness, honorable stranger, please accept this as a token of our gratitude. I will never forget you.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I was so eager to show off my tricks that I didn't bother to follow the quest the way it was meant to be followed, because I didn't even notice the guy. Alright, now let's try this again. So, as far as the final side quest is concerned, over here in Garrick, we'll be taking on this Dusty Merchant's quest entitled, Where There's a Well, There's a Way. And hey, look, this young lady actually has a chocobo with her. The rather dusty merchant seems to have hit a spot of bother.
I say, I was wondering if you could help me. My chocobo and I are carrying goods from the Custodium, and we stopped off along the way to make use of a local well. Unfortunately, some of the residents did not take too kindly to our presence. They pelted us with clumps of strange-smelling powder, and we were forced to run. Terrible business, I tell you. Worst of all, I didn't even have the chance to draw any water. Unless I refill these skins, I feel we will have no choice but to turn around and go home. I did manage to catch the name of the one in the ward who came after us. Gil, they called him. I don't suppose you could have a word with him and find out why they took such offense?
Maybe they don't like your chocobo? I mean, who knows what they're thinking? Yeah, in all honesty, who knows what they're thinking? Hey, Gil, we need to talk.
Yes, we chased them off because they were followed by a pair of amber iguanas. Very dangerous they are. We cannot have people bringing them into the village. But if you kill 2 of those iguanas, your friend can use the well, of course. They were the ones that were following him would be best, but who can tell the difference? Any of them will do. I want proof, though. Bring me some of their meat. Then we will talk.
2, huh? Yeah, we've been avoiding them for the most part. Now we're gonna have to be forced to fight them. So let's go ahead and get a piece of this one first. Yeah, time to take you down, ugly. Save from danger, then run in. Alright, you are about to die. There we go. Now let's hustle on over to here. And got the rotation going still. It's still in motion. So you can have this to enjoy. In and then out. And you're dead. Alright, back over to Gil. Yeah, where are you, big man? Right over here.
So, you have done as I asked?
Yes, we have.
That is tomorrow's dinner taken care of, hehe. Alright, your friend can use the well. I give him this. It is powder made from the dry flesh of amber iguanas and mixed with herbs. They cannot stand the smell, so we scatter it on ourselves to keep them away.
Alright then. Yeah, you're giving it to me very gingerly. So yeah, let's go back to the Dusty Merchant and proceed to complete the final side quest. Yeah, we're back, young lady.
What's this?
This is this.
I see. So they're willing to let us in, provided that we cover ourselves in this powder? Yes, I can see the logic in that. In fact, I fear we owe Gilgil and the others an apology. I'll feel a lot better about using their well once we've had a chance to clear the air. Of course, if it weren't for your help, we'd either be going home empty-handed, dying of thirst in the desert, or being eaten by those horrible iguanas. 1,000 thank yous.
Well, you're quite welcome. So we'll take experience skill plus a waste coffer. Alright, so Garrick is done for the time being, but given how things have gone, we'll probably be back here soon enough. So now it's time to head on all the way back over to Twine. Hey there, Lou. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, I'm pretty much now at the point in the game where I am as far as I was as I got in early access. Alright, so let's head on, first of all, back over to the house, because I want to assess our stuff here. But yeah, I finally got Mathia through Titania earlier today. Yeah, suffice it to say, people are still making complete fools of themselves there. Like, I was seriously getting really pissed off. Alright. This is critical hit and determination against critical hit and skill speed. So, yeah, not gonna change that. Yeah, I did want to swap this out. So, we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's like every time I tried to go and take Mathia there to clear Titania, it was always the same thing. The heaters died off really fast in the ads phase. So it's like all of a sudden inexplicably poof, poof, heaters are dead. And then everyone else just collapses on top of them. Alright, so 409. So we're adding direct hit right here. That's right, I'm level 404. And our crit hit is now higher than our direct hit rate. Alright. How are my retainers doing? Are they selling anything? They haven't sold anything. Alright. So let's go back to Twine. Yeah, I had a hard time getting to bed last night because of the fact that, as some of you might remember who watched the stream last night, Shima was pissed off that I was not showing sympathy towards Emmett Selk. What she doesn't understand, though, is that, and I hope to tell her this if she comes to join us later on. Also, I realized I can't glamour where I am. Yeah, I just realized I can't glamour where I am. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, Shima doesn't understand that not all video game villains are like Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts. Because they set it up in such a way in Kingdom Hearts, in 2 and beyond, that there are members of Organization 13 who, despite the fact that it's an evil faction, are actually nice people. But that's because the way they set it up, it creates a gray area for the villains, so that there is an opportunity to feel some semblance of sympathy. But by and large, video game villains are not like that. I mean, Lou, I can certainly attest to the fact that having played video games as long as we have, like, especially with classic villains like Bowser or Ganondorf, there's no such thing as a gray area. We know exactly why they're villains, and their motives for doing that do not make them worthy of being sympathetic in any way. And given what the Ascians have done so far, I mean, creating the Guardian Empire and killing off millions of people, having Black Rose available and intending to do the exact same thing, like, with all that death that they have done and intend to do, does that necessarily merit them worthy of sympathy? Yeah. If you're gonna commit mass murder, that does not merit sympathy. Alright, so let's go ahead and get back to the main story. Get everything back running again in just a moment. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now back to the main story here over in Twine. Let's go ahead and speak with Pamphylia to take on the level 76 main story quest entitled On Track. Minfidia remains adrift in the turbulent sea of thoughts.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything.
Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to Fate's course and take no part?
This isn't a matter of fate, Oriange. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand.
5 of them, exactly. Minfidia spent too long in chains already. I would not shock her again by making my hopes known. If it is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take, it is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That at least I can do for her. And so off he goes. Yeah, Oriange is just there like, so be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. So yeah, as we do these things. Yeah, so for the situation that we're in, for those of you who missed last night, we needed to try and ask Magnus, the person who runs the town here, to help us out with allowing access to a trolley that will allow us to advance further on. Problem is, the guy's a drunk. To put it mildly. Can I jump up here? Nope. The crates are in the way. The crates are in the way. Oh, we're going back to speak with Jerk. Alright.
Oh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got a friend back home with no trouble and he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up is all. And you, what did Magnus have to say?
Well, here's what we need to tell you.
I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt him to action where our interest is not, but I suppose that was foolish of me. I'm sorry that we couldn't be of help though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have if you like. You could give it a stroke or two, it has some very smooth wood.
Yeah. What's with the double entendre?
You mean to say you're not giving up? Even though Magnus is Magnus?
Exactly.
I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what the situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're certain, you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools and I'll be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work.
Very well then. So let's head on out. Yeah, here he is at spot number 1. Yeah, we have to open the toolbox next to him. You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within.
Brilliant. Now, if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it.
So what do you need? A vicious looking saw, a mid-sized wrench, or a ragged cloth? Yeah, I think we're going for a wrench here. There you go. Yeah, have a look.
Thank you, this one will do nicely.
Well, it only made sense.
Now give me one moment and... There, I don't see any other problems here, so let's continue along the track.
Alright. So let's go ahead and pick up the toolbox and take it further down on the tracks. And along the way, we can pick up this conveniently located aether current. But yeah, getting back to my previous point, as far as villains who are deserving of sympathy, there's ever only been one instance where I've seen that before, and that was in Lunar. But that's pretty much it. I've never seen any other instances of sympathetic villains at all. So we set down the toolbox, the muscles of your arms enjoying profound relief, and open it once again. You're quite handy to have around, you know. And so let's take a look. Gotta get out there. As to the lamp here, they aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. And so, anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether it's lamp to be lit or not, we won't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. Alright then. So in this instance, we need to give him a rough file. Yeah, here you go, jerk. Yeah, have a look. Yeah, look at it smile. Yes, her wood file's perfect. Let me even this out. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the trucks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Yeah, as we assess the area, mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they dug up everything that could be easily reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Nabatha Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Nabath brought the Mistel engineers who specialized in Talos here to the hills. Mistel? That's cool. And you wouldn't know it, and when you know it, the mining industry picked up right again. Which gives us what we have now. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronso and the newly come Mistel. That's cool. And when he says Ronso, he's referring to the Rothgar. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulmore, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. Is that why Magnus is so depressed? But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed, and there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the trucks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry and disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the trucks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Alright, so let's continue along then. And we can conveniently see a nest right over here. We're gonna have to cross to the other side for it. So let's go ahead and do away with it. Yeah. Hey you. Hey you, sha-na-na-na. Ooh, that was quite a bit of a crit hit on me. But we'll overcome it. It's just one. It's just the mama bird. Put it away. There we go. Alright, go back to the other side. Because there we can clearly see where the next one is. Let's do away with this nest as well. Deal with the pissed off birdie. Or birdo, maybe. Yeah, it's not gonna spit its eggs at us here. Although that would be hilarious. Finish it. With 24,000 points. Continue. And it's going to be on the right side this time. help ourselves to the nest. And here's vulture number 3. This guys, look out for his wing cutter. And show him what we do. When we have angry vultures trying to make a mess of things. Alright, back the way we came. So yeah, the nests are now down, which means we can go back to Jerk. And so, hanging a right. Okay, Jerk, we're back.
Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though, as I said. The people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted and the cars fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, dammit, and those were the worst years of my life. But then about 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amarang is wholly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Stindiators got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again. So in his memory, they returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. But then... Yeah, I was about to say, did you hear that? Wicked White! Vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. Yeah, we better run back to town. Yeah, let's get out of here before the vultures seek their revenge. Yeah, try and outrun my motorcycle. Yeah, we could hear that screech. Yeah. Whoops! Hey, Jerk. Oh, nice work out there. And now you have to know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the Talos, though. If there was even but a single one that still functioned, things might be different, but, well, here we are. So we'll take the experience, Gil, plus some 409 leggings. And so now that opens up all these side quests here in the town. But yeah, there are going to be a lot of them here. 4, 6, 10... 4, 6, 10... 14. Yeah, 14 of them in this little town. But we can't do all of them as of yet. So we need to continue to advance with the story. So how are we doing on Amarang? Still need to collect 4 Aether Currents. I know for a fact that we cannot access all of them now until we've advanced further into the story. So, let's go ahead and do that by speaking with Jerk to take on the level 76 main story quest entitled Down for Maintenance. Despite his better judgment, Jerk is considering throwing you a bone. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear from something other than Magnus' griping for a change. So yeah, let's have a look at what we're dealing with. Is it going to be above or below me? Oh, it's right there. Alright, let's look at the Talos. Yeah, because Oriange is checking it out too. But yeah, you can see the slots where power is supposed to go to it, I guess. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. And did you? I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us. 'Tis true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. So what are we going to do about it?
Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. It will likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of ether. Think we can get there?
Well, if you think you get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you. But what exactly do you reckon is the problem?
Yeah, do tell. I should stress that I performed only the most cursory examinations, though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me, as I did suspect from the first it is host to a network of veins through which ether floweth freely. Also it would, were it not for several fractures which impede said flow.
How in the seven hells did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you thought up a solution as well then?
I hope so. To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. And so what are we going to do about it? Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Of course. Not far beyond the walls of Twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the Debitage. Full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. Alright then, let's do it. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Amphilia attending me in the remaining preparations. I spy but 3 obstructions to the flow of the ether in the Talos, and thus would I ask you to provide 3 stones of the Debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. Yeah, and Jerk is absolutely excited about it. Yeah, we gotta go out of the town to find these things. But yeah, we're not gonna be surprised if other people are gonna fight for them. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Let's do this. Let's take it out. Alright, you're down. Now we'll run over here. Trying to avoid the birdie. Wow, that's amazing that chain kept going. Bring it on. Now I'm gonna take you down. Now I'm gonna stun you so that you can watch yourself dying. Alright, one more over here. Yeah, try and keep it away from the mole. Yeah, we don't want that thing coming to pay us a visit. Side. We've almost got you. And, well, almost there. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's return to Jerk. Yeah, gonna be around here somewhere. There you are. In this case, we give it to Oriange. Thancred and Amphilia will return along with the remaining supplies we require. This does succeed in procuring stone from the Debitage. We wouldn't be standing here if we didn't have it. Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Amphilia's return. And so, sometime later, from end to end, the paths by which aether made through the flow of the Talos have been duly mended. They require but a sufficient endowment. And what will that take? You're gonna push on it as hard as you can? It's not moving. Well, not yet anyway. Strange, the core refuseth to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth core aether through this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, this Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Did thou foresee this outcome? Well, no, not exactly. We never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out as they are now, but... no such luck. Yeah, what happened? This really isn't my story to share. Well, you better share it or else we can't go any further.
Please, Jerk, if something went wrong, maybe we can help.
Yeah, you're with friends here. Yeah, you got 4 of them right in front of you.
Alright, alright. After all you've lot done for me, I suppose there's the least I can do.
And so we'll go ahead and do exactly that. So now, Jerkus we need to speak to next, so let's take on his level 76 main story quest entitled The Truth Hurts. Jerk may come to regret his next decision.
Right then, the Talos. Their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special salt with sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of Talos bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... no, I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from Thoth or someone else.
Yeah, I'm assuming you knew this person well.
Back to the tavern, then.
Yep. Yeah, Jerk becomes a jerk again and just runs off. And since you're conveniently located here, I will oblige to repair, if only a little bit. What the heck was that? Hey, Thaf, we're back. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... Will you shut up for once and let us explain?
What? Goes down, Jerk! You could have at least finished so when I wouldn't have to clean up your mess.
Seeing as you made such quick progress in fixing that Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he might be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know. Yeah, because we deserve to know the truth. Well, that basically is what his name is. Out with it, man.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was. When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more.
Yeah, let's see where this story goes.
Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed.
So it wasn't the Sin Eaters then. And you couldn't get her out in time.
We labored day and night to clear away the rubble. But it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body. Magnus has never been the same since.
Yeah, because he's the only member of his family left now. Anything else to say?
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Probably where he still is.
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, There's only one other place he'd be.
Probably at the mine. Jarek? Sorry, but Jerk is funnier. Yeah. Over at the grave.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you again.
Yes, us again. And it seems like you're still on the bottle.
How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap.
Screw that noise.
Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
Or what? You're gonna get up all drunk and try and fight us? Yeah, good luck with that.
What were their names?
Hey Finbar, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows. But somehow, the bottle's never deep enough.
That's why they have AA over here.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too?
Oh, he has.
Not
Yeah,
like
let
you.
me join you.
Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter.
Yeah, I would assume he's talking about Louis Soir.
But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers.
Oh, great.
I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Words we know all too well in this game.
And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabath Areng.
What rubbish.
Yeah, of course you'd say that. I guess we'll just have to beat some sense into you then. Yeah, he ain't gonna come around. Not as long as that bottle's in his hand.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
How? Ah. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'll go now. Yeah, so since we know what's gonna happen next, we have to go and speak with Oriange again. Full well do I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must procure a new heart for the Talos. Thoth, knowing thou'st any location wherein we might find the stone we require, no matter how scant the possibility, we will seize it. I told you nearly the veins were tapped dry years ago, though I suppose if you really wanted to try, you might find something at Nuvi's Levings. It was open well before the Talos became commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Guthion and tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. Shinji, I think it best Thancred join thee in this search. Though he would be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil and his thoughts clouded. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. Very well then. So where is the man? Well, actually not that far. We do need to check the general area, so he's chilling out by the fence here. Off to somewhere, are you? That's right. And you're being encouraged to come along. At last, lead on the stone we need to power the Talos. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll take our experience skill plus a 409 lance. And it's here where we now have to be at level 77. So yeah, we now know what we have to do next. We'll have an opportunity to look at our weapons first before we do the required side questing. Alright, so I've got determination and direct hit rates against critical hit and determination. And then down here, we have determination and direct hit rates against critical hit and direct hit rates. So I'm going to leave that as is. But I am going to swap out the lance because it is the last 400 weapon that I have. So, yeah, I'm going to take care of all of this, and then in a moment we will make our way through this area. Plus, I also want to, start looking for the remaining Aether Currents in the general area, just so that we can have an opportunity to get ourselves closer to getting the ability to fly here in Amarang, because it might eventually be needed. So, yeah, we'll be back in a moment, and then we'll start doing all of these side quests. Alright, so that's 60 episodes now. Alright, let's head back to Shiro. Yeah, I have noticed that Shima has logged on. You know, if nothing else, this gives us time to kill while we're letting the audio card reload. Okay, so... and we decided that we wanted to swap the materia out. And then we'll go ahead, speak with the Melder, and go ahead and put some direct hit rate in here. There we go. Alright, so now I have nothing less than experience level 74. And while my critical hit's now over 2,400. And my determination and direct hit rate are about the same. Yeah, like we are really stocked heavily on critical hit rate. Because yeah, it is like literally on everything except for my necklace and my and my bracelets. Alright. Also, might as well put this, I would say we'd like to put this food out, oh, there's been a spot that can be cleared out. Well, yeah, might as well help ourselves to the rest of the cake tray to at least move some stuff away. And then... oh, where are you? Yeah, it's just a little tiny thing compared to everything else. But at least the food is getting eaten, that's what matters. I do want to check the area before we start as well, just so I make sure I'm not missing anything, because we've only seen one regular quest-oriented ether current to be found. And then... so I want to make sure I have nothing behind on the other side. So the inner journey's head is cleared out. And so is Mordsuk. And I also know that some of the quests that are currently available are not possible to do with the current situation that I do not have flight available. So yeah, this is everything that we've covered to this point in the area of Amarang. So yeah, that's everything over there. We're currently over here. Okay. Looks like we're all set to go again. Alright, so now that side quests are mandatory once again, it's time to start taking them on. We'll focus on the ones with the Aether Currents first, so let's go ahead by starting over here and speaking with Sven to take on his level 70 side quest entitled Charmless Man. Sven has discovered something unusual in the delivery he brought from the mine.
Have you seen a charm like this before? I found it amongst the stones brought from the mine. A lot of the workers wear these for good luck, and I expect whoever lost it is wondering where it went. It's the first time I've seen one made from a cat's eye, so the owner shouldn't be hard to track down. I'll go and look for them myself, but I've got too much to do here. Would you be able to go in my place? The graveyard keeper is quite knowledgeable about charms and whatnot, so it might be worth asking him.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, let's hustle on all over to where he is. Yeah, he's standing out over here. Hello there, sir. What's that you have there? We wanted to give this to you. Oh, yes, cat's eye charms like this were once used to ward off misfortune. The tradition began with the Church of the First Light, and the gem represents the patron deity. Even though no one follows that old religion anymore, some of its customs remain, especially among the miners. You don't see many this exquisite, though. I seem to remember the fellow with an eye patch kept a similar charm around his neck. It might even be the exact same one. I never caught his name, but he's not hard to miss. The last I saw of him, he was leaving to mine Nuvi's livings with some of the others. Alright, let's go and find him then. Because yeah, you can pretty much get the feeling that this will be a chain-oriented quest. Yeah, given that I said before that this was basically the point in Corinne's journey where I maxed out in early access, we're just going to see how far this is going to take us. Yeah, we have to resort to using using the roulettes in order to get more experience points along the line, but we'll see how it all goes. Plus, any opportunity to move the line along as well for getting the quest to continue is going to definitely be beneficial to us. And of course, revealing more map helps too. Alright, so we're now running parallel along where they are. So yeah, let's go ahead and try and find their spot. Yeah, here they are. We have a one-eyed miner. Arrgh! Oh, I didn't notice you there. What do you want? We came to give you this. Where did you get this? Well, let's explain to you. God, how could I have been so careless? This is all my sister left behind before she... Look, I'd rather not talk about it, but I appreciate you bringing this back to me. It means a lot. So yeah, he hustles off and leaves 2 more side quests behind him, so must go ahead and take them, starting with Hilmar and his quest entitled I'll Be Back. Hilmar is offering good coin for a seemingly simple task. Are you busy? Didn't think so. I'm offering coin to anyone willing to fill up the lumps. Interested? There's 4 of them. Here's the oil. Come and see me when you're done. Yeah, we gotta go into the mine in order to do this. So in we go. So you can get an idea of where we are. Yeah, there are gnomes in this place and a few other things. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to go in a loop in order to find what we need. Because yeah, they're not just gonna give it to us that easily. Should probably ride. Healing lamps over here. Because yeah, I did not have the opportunity to do this quest in early access. Like I said, this is basically as far as I got with Corinne. Alright, so throw some oil in the lantern. And continue to right over here, where thankfully the bats won't hurt us. Alright, fill this one up. And there is another one over there, as I expected. Hello, mining lantern. And hello to all of the new viewers who are joining us this morning. Thanks so much for being part of the stream. Thanks so much for being here. Glad to have you with us on this last full day stream day for me for Shadowbringers, before I have to go back and rejoin the working class. Yeah, womp womp. Oh, we gotta go back out and around. Yeah, it took a wrong turn, so we gotta go around to do it again. Yeah, this place is a bit of a maze. Okay, so we're taking a right. Someone's picking a fight with someone. And then we're going over here. Uh-oh. Are you fighting to light it? We are. Come on over, ugly. But don't say I didn't warn ya. Yeah, you could have had a chance, but you threw it away. You decided to want to know what death feels like, and so I shall oblige you. Even though you are an inanimate object made of stone, but somehow sentient. And then your friend decided to come along because he also wanted to know what death felt like. Yeah, take that. There we go. Alright. So let's go back outside. Yeah, around the corner. And we'll be getting back out to Hilmar again. Yeah, it's quite a twisty little cave, this, but that's to be expected. Alright, Hilmar, here you go. Finally finished then. Gnomes didn't get in your way, did they? Nope. There seems to be more and more of them these days. Makes even filling the lamps a pain in the arse. Still, can't let them stop us from doing our jobs. Just another occupational hazard. And anyway, here's your pay. Good work, sinner. Thank you. And then, over here, we'll go ahead and speak with the fiery young lad to take on his quest entitled Norm or Heroes. I see what you did there. A fiery young lad is keen to slay some gnomes. So we can pretty much tell where this one's going.
Have you seen a gnome before? Everybody hates them because they eat our gems and attack people. I want to go into the mine and fight them, but everyone says I'm too young. What do you think?
Yeah, if those things crunch rocks, they'll make short work of you. Or maybe we're only about 10 years and 100 pounds bigger. Yeah, if those things crunch rocks, they'll make short work of you.
I'm not scared of those stupid gnomes, but maybe you're right. Why don't you show me how it's done? If you can really beat that old and nasty one, I'll be impressed. I want to see how brave you are.
Okay. Defeat 2 gnomes and slay the elderly gnome when it appears. Alright. I believe we can do that. Or stop. Yeah, time to show the kid how it's done. Let's look out. And there we go. We still need to kill another. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Oh, the chain's already broken. Okay. Yeah, because I ended the chain. Alright, once and twice. There we go. And spin through. Yeah, time to step it up a bit. Because, yeah, we know what's coming after this guy. Where's the mama? Not the mama! And into the air, pow. Yeah, you just died. You just died, fool. And right between your legs for 23,000 points. Finish it off. There we go. Yeah, very clever there, Square Enix, on the title of this particular quest. Then again, the oil be back thing was also pretty clever. Hello there, yeah. Lad, we're back.
You did it!
In front of your dad, too.
It was all my idea, though. Thanks to me, the mine's safe.
Hey, Dad. I'm sorry for the trouble he's put you through. All's well that ends well, I suppose. You've certainly done us miners a favor. And I'm sure he would have been there beside you if he were older. He just needs to wait till he's strong enough to back up that big mouth of his. I appreciate you taking the time to listen and clear out the mine, though. It's not much, but please accept this as a show of thanks. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so another quest has popped up, so might as well bounce back over here. Yeah, we've got quite a chain going. So let's speak with Haralder to take on his quest entitled The Piping of the Dead. Haralder has found a piece of lost property.
Excuse me, mate. That bloke you were talking to dropped his pipe. It seems sort of old. Might be worth spending. Or worth something. I'd run over and give it back to him, but I've got a job to do. Maybe you could do it instead?
Alright. So it seems like we're taking it back to Amber? Or to Twine? Yeah, we're taking it back to Twine. Yeah, so now it's back into Twine. And so where's the person we need to speak to? The Chiseled Miner, right here.
Let me guess. My boy's up to his old tricks again.
Actually, no.
My pipe! I've been looking for this! I can't thank you enough for bringing it back to me.
There's a bit of a story behind it, you see. If you have the time, please come and meet me in the graveyard. I'd like to tell you a tale if I may. Alright. I do get that from some people there, Finbar. And I do appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment.
I'm glad you decided to join me. You see, this pipe was once owned by a much-loved and respected member of our community who now rests beneath this very soil. He was a good friend to many of us, myself included, and came from a long line of Ronso going all the way back to the Great Nuvi. The mine was named after his ancestor. He always felt a sense of pride in his work, and led digs that went deeper and deeper into the rock. No matter what happened, he never gave up. After the Talos Masters left 15 years ago, we ran into all sorts of problems. We lost so many good workers to cave-ins, sin-eater attacks, injury, and simply leaving for better prospects elsewhere. Even then, he kept digging. Though he is no longer with us, we try to follow the example he has set. I always carry this old pipe with me as a memento of the days we spent together. I'm grateful for you taking the time to listen. It's good to know that someone from outside of Twine has an interest in the work we do and the reasons why we keep going in spite of everything. Which reminds me, I need to see the others about getting rid of those wretched gnomes, but I hope I will have the chance to speak with you again one day. Fare thee well, Rome Mithril. Ugh. Let's go ahead and take our necklace. Man, how much of his stupid scaly fingerprints has he left on this game? Alright, we got a Triplite Choker of Slaying. And so it's determination and direct hit rates against more determination and direct hit rates. So, yeah, not much of a change here, so I think we're good to stay where we are. Alright then. So yeah, still got another side quest with an Aether Current attached to it, so let's go ahead and take that one on next. I think we have a decent amount of time in order to do this, so let's go ahead and do just that. So let's run down here outside of town, and we'll go ahead and speak with this quick-witted scavenger to take on his quest entitled Scavengers Assemble! The quick-witted scavenger is concerned for his friend's safety.
Oh, my poor friends, left to be eaten by horrid beasts. I feel terrible about running away, but what choice did I have? No point in us all being killed now, is there? Finding someone to go in and retrieve the bodies, rescue them would absolve me of the blame, yes? If you could go to the ruins of Kalk to look for 2 more scavengers, I would be very grateful.
Ruins of Kalk, huh? So how do we all of a sudden end up going to the ruins at Mount Gagazet to meet with Elder Kalk and the other Ronso in order to convince them to allow Yuna and her party of protectors and guardians to let them pass to continue on her pilgrimage over to Xanarkand? Yeah. You are made of steel. Tempered steel that even the mightiest Ronso will not break. Now go. The sacred heights of Mount Gagazet welcome you.
We thank you.
Or something to that effect. Yeah, so here's Elder Kalk's hideout. Yeah, much different from the cold environments of Mount Gagazet, that's for sure. And we're going to be out here fighting more than just the coyotes. Yeah, it's not just them we're going to be worrying about. Well, but at least get the coyotes dead first. Yeah, and in case you're wondering why they call those things evil weapons, they actually have a sword hovering over them. So that's kind of where they got the name from. Okay, so the coyotes are dead, but now let's get the evil weapon. Gotta back away. And go. And then Gears Kogonastron. Yeah, there's Raiden Thrust. Yeah, there's the new version of True Thrust we were waiting for, and there it is. Hey, Scavenger. Yeah, it's not often that it appears, but when it does help.
I am alive! Can it be true?
It is true.
But it is too early to celebrate. The youngest of our group is still missing. Please, you must find him. I will wait for you outside the ruins in case you need help carrying whatever is left of the poor boy.
Well, let's hope for our sake he's not actually dead. And so away we go. Yeah, trying to stay away from all those things and that thing too. And that thing too. And there's more coyotes for us to fight. Okay, go. Alright, take this. And go. There we go. Wow, it was actually twitching as it died. That's creepy.
Whew, does that count as a near-death experience? I cannot wait to tell my friends. But first we should make a hasty retreat, yes?
I would agree with that. Wait a minute, are we going... Oh no, we're going further south. Yeah, we're not simply going back to Twine. This is going to be another chain quest. Yeah, here are the scavengers.
I cannot thank you enough for saving us, but how did you know we were here?
Yeah, good thing that evil weapon didn't notice me.
Running away turned out to be the best choice. Not only did he escape, but he sent for help too. If he had tried to rescue us himself, we would probably all be dead by now. Better to run and scavenge another day, yes? I must remember to thank him.
That's a good idea. But we're not done with the two of you. It's time for us to take on the next quest entitled Town Hall. The seasoned scavenger is reluctant to leave empty-handed.
While we took an enormous risk in coming here, the treasures we found made it worthwhile, but we were forced to throw them away when those creatures came after us. Very valuable they are. The ransom miners who used to live here in Kalk had some excellent shinies. After the Mistel arrived with their Talos, everything changed, and most of the laborers relocated to Twine. The place was abandoned and they only took what they needed, leaving everything else behind. Maybe these shinies were not so important to the Ranzo, but to us scavengers, this is a treasure trove! If we were returned empty-handed, the whole expedition would have been a waste of time. Will you help me reclaim our bounty? The most precious were the bag of ancient coins, the pretty tableware, and the damaged chests. Once we have those, we can go home!
Alright then. It looks like we'll have to get back up to the top side of the town in order to start checking it out and foraging for things. Ah! Couldn't quite get up. Now I'm just gonna get chased relentlessly. And there's another. At least we know where one of these things is. Yeah, and what are you shooting at? Or who are you shooting at? It doesn't matter. We are under attack by a triple of evil beings. Yeah, may I attack? Thanks. Because, yeah, I'm already at a huge disadvantage. Yeah, I'm already at a huge disadvantage because I was not allowed to attack initially. I got one. Whoop, staying clear. Alright, take this. Keep on going. Alright, one more to go. Eventually. Yeah, stupid rock. Like, let me kill the things that I need to kill first so that I can actually pick you up and take you back to where you need to go. Shouldn't that take greater priority? Alright, there's one. We got the chests. Now we'll come over here. Pick this up. And then over here. Alright, stay clear of the danger as much as possible. I can see where the relic is. Maybe. Yeah, now we want to target the enemies instead of trying to target the one thing that's directly in front of us. This targeting system just can't make up its mind. This targeting system just cannot make up its mind. Yeah, it wants me to, when I'm being attacked, it wants to prioritize inanimate objects over the enemies, and when I want to target inanimate objects, it makes me target the enemies rather than the inanimate objects. Yeah, it's like, game, make up your mind.
It looks like you're fond of them. May I take a closer look?
You can indeed. Coins, crockery, and the chests. Here you go.
These coins might not be worth much after all, but this crockery should fetch a small fortune. In the picture you can see the likeness of the great Calc, the elder who they named the town after. Collectors will pay a lot for this. But the works of art inside this chest are the real prize. The historians will go giddy when we show them these. I cannot help but feel a little sad. These scenes of bustling streets and children playing are a far cry from these crumbling ruins. It's hard to believe that this was once their home. This is one of the reasons why we scavengers take pride in our work. Through these artifacts we are able to mold the past so that it is not forgotten. Thank you kindly.
But we're not done with them just yet. We still gotta take on another quest, and it's the final one with this pair entitled Worm in the Ointment. The seasoned scavenger has one last favor to ask.
There is one last thing I would ask of you, if I may be so bold. We are now ready to return to Twine, but I am afraid that I picked up a rather nasty injury while fending off those beasts. It is not serious and should heal in time, but it will take a while for me to complete the return journey. I'll be grateful if you go ahead and let our friend know that we are on our way back. We will see you in Twine.
Okay. So then let's go ahead and do the stats. Yeah, time to return. So back outside of town to find the scavenger. And they should be happy when they hear about what we've been able to obtain for him.
So did you find my fellow scavengers?
We did. And not only that.
I am so relieved. My reputation is safe, and also my friends are not dead. But one of them is injured, you say? I should make sure he at least reaches Twine before he keels over. Unfortunately, we Mord do not heal in the same way as humans or Ronso, so the treatments will not work on us. He will need freshly prepared ointment to seal the wound, made according to our traditional recipe. While I can get most of the ingredients here in Twine, I still need 2 plump, juicy rock wigglers. If you could go and catch them for me, I will take care of the rest. They like to hide in the crags, so try hooking them out with this knife. Time is of the essence, so please do not dilly or dally.
Alright. So yeah, we gotta use a blunt knife to dig at the requisite spots to catch these things. But as you may have expected and suspected, we will likely have to be fighting stuff in order to get to some of these things. Yep, here you come. Yeah, you saw me from the start and you were just waiting for me to go over to the prize that I wanted to seek, only then to launch your attack. That's so you. That is so you. Alright, almost there. And boom, you're dead. Yeah. So now we can let the vultures eat away at this vulture. Circle of life, right? I gotta look around for the other place where we can dig for the worms. So hopefully we'll find it around here somewhere. Yep, here it is. And thankfully this time we will not be attacked. Hey there, Mira. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Alright, so yeah, since it's not too far to just go back over to Twine, we'll just go and drive there. And thank you to whoever killed off the debitage. Hey, scavenger.
You have the rock wigglers?
Indeed we do. But yeah, here we go.
Excellent. Once I squeezed out the blood and mixed it with the other ingredients, the ointment will be ready. But before we leave, my friends wish to offer their thanks. You were under no obligation to help us, but you did so without a thought for your own safety. We will never forget you. And the rest of Twine is sure to be impressed by our adventures. I am glad to be alive to tell the tale. Your deeds will live on in the stories we share with our children and our children's children. Fare thee well.
Again. Yeah, they really have a thing with that quote, don't they? And so, we have our choice of food. We have sausage links, which is meant for tanks. Roast ovum, which is also a tank food. Yeah, 2 tank foods here. We also have mushroom skewer and baked mega piranha, both for mages. We'll go ahead and take the roast ovum. Alright. Thanks for letting us know, Mira. And thanks very much for telling us about that. Okay, so as it stands right now, we still need 3 million more points to get to 77. So yeah, might as well just move on to the quest that's conveniently also outside of the city as well. Yeah, absolutely there, Mira. I mean, I know it's going to take you a while in order to get to the level that I'm at right now. But the way I've set my abilities, obviously they are modified since the new expansion started. Because some abilities were phased out, including Heavy Thrust and Impulse Drive. But I have the basic, regular rotation of True Thrust, Vorpal Thrust, and Full Thrust. And then True Thrust now also goes into the 2 Status Affliction and Status Enhancing abilities, Disembowel and Chaos Thrust. There's Lance Charge, which used to be called Blood for Blood, which is gained at level 30 once you complete the level 30 Lancers challenge. And of course, your jumps, regular jump, Spine Shatter Dive, and Dragonfire Dive, which are gained through the Dragoon class quest. I'm using Leg Sweep for stunning enemies, and that comes at level 10. And then Second Wind is available for healing your own self, which I do have over here on my secondary hotbar, along with Bloodbath and Faint, which are status enhancing for Bloodbath and status affliction for Faint. And then over on this side, I have my elusive jump, my backflip, as well as my ranged attack piercing talon. And then I also, and you won't get these until you're at least level 40, but in Doomspike, Sonic Thrust, and Kerathan Torment, which are your 3 AoE attacks. See, I have a total of 2 different rotations on hotbar number 1, and a third over here on hotbar number 2. And so since we're, of course, still making our way towards level 80, I have not yet had the opportunity to see what the new abilities will look like, especially as we get to the point where Corinne is... I have not yet gotten to the point where we are with Corinne now. Like, so pretty much at this point now, Shinji is in essence ahead of Corinne in terms of quest progression. And also, why is my stream buffering on my laptop? Yeah, why is my stream buffering on my laptop? Alright, looks like everything's good to go again. Alright, let's do it. So, let's continue on with taking on the side quests in and around Twine by speaking with this elderly miner to take on his quest entitled Whistle While You Shirk. The elderly miner is squinting at you with great intensity. You there, new lad, where are the others? Yeah, come again? Don't try to play me for a fool, I know what they're up to. No good, that's what. Don't expect me to pay them for shirking their duties, do they? Ah. Yeah, this seems like that one lady who was ordering us around back over at Fort Job. Go and get them, will you? It's time I gave them a stern talking to. And it looks like they're all in town, so that ought to be convenient enough. Well, you're not the one of the people I need to speak to, though. Alright, that's boarded up. Yeah. Here's the melodramatic miner over here. Why would she leave me? There's nothing for her in Yulmore. Whatever will I do now? You'll get on your feet. The man is clearly upset and no fit state to work. If someone were to comfort him, he might come to his senses. So yeah, it's time for emote usage. So here's comfort, so let's go ahead and help him out.
There? What does that even mean, anyway? There are people who need me? There's still work to be done? That's it. I should forget my souls by burying myself in my work. A poor choice of words considering I'm a minor, but enough procrastinating, there's digging to be done.
Yeah, you get back to it. And the other two are going to be over at the top of the map. Let's see if they're lurking around here at all. We got the Rufal miner over here.
Oh God, my aching head. I feel like death warmed up.
The man is suffering from a hangover. If you were to psych him up, perhaps he might be more inclined to return to his duties. Alright then. So let's go right next door to the psych. Yeah, that's how Mel or Ra psych themselves up.
Alright, enough of your posing.
If going back to work's what it takes for you to leave me alone, so be it. Yeah, let's see if we can find the other person of interest. Not back here. Might be up there. Yeah, in fact, I think I see him. Yep, here he is, the temperamental miner.
Nothing's going my way. I haven't had a decent haul in ages. I might as well just hang out my pickaxe for good.
The man seems to be lacking in motivation. Perhaps if you were to rally his spirits, he might be wanting to return to work. So let's go ahead and do that then. So yeah, here's Rally. Yeah.
I don't know who you are or what you're doing, but your enthusiasm is somehow infectious.
Yes, I should be thankful for what I have. I've got a steady job, a sort of beautiful home. What more can I ask for?
Hi-ho, it's back to work I go.
Okay, Mira, thanks for letting us know. Appreciate it. So yeah, make sure you link us when you are streaming, okay? Alright, back to the miner.
So the four of you finally decided to show up and do some bloody work then?
Yeah.
4? But this bloke's not part of our team, is he? As far as I can tell, he's just passing through.
Hey, what are you plotting about now? Yeah, I'm not dressed like you.
My mistake. When you get to my aid, watch one person-shaped blur looks much like all the others. Must be these damned eyes of mine.
Get some glasses.
Still, we could use an extra pair of hands around here. I dare say you're worth more than all these slack-jawed layabouts put together. But if you're not here for the mining, you might as well take this as payment for rounding up my workers. Gods help me, they have all I got.
Indeed they are. So we'll go ahead and take some gil, or rather some experience, plus some 409 boots. So yeah, you give those to me, and so away go his workers, and then so does he. Let's see what this pair of boots is going to give us. So we have critical hit and determination against determination and skill speed, so we are not improving, or not swapping out, rather. Alright, so now let's continue on. Next up, we'll speak with Tophrith and take on his quest entitled Church Warrant. Tophrith wishes to share the tale of a passing traveler.
Another traveler, are you? Place is calling with them, it seems. Just had one asking me about local ruins, so I pointed him in the direction of Kelk. I tried to tell him about all the evil weapons spoken about the place, but I think my words of warning went in one ear and out the other. I have half a mind to go in there and drag him out of harm's way. Trouble is, I'm not much of a fighter, so I'd only end up getting myself killed. You, on the other hand, might stand a chance. Will you go and see if you can find the daft bugger?
Yeah, I can do just that. Looking for a traveling historian.
So let's go ahead and find him. Yeah, watch out for the debitage. So yeah, going across to the opposite side of the tracks, as it were. Yeah, in this case, it'll be the wrong side of the tracks. Yeah, there they went on to across the wrong side of the tracks, where they ended up at the Devil's Casino. Also, where's the historian? Well, we need to kill you off before we start looking. Yeah, take this. And we'll stay away from that. And you're dead. Yeah, here you are. You are come to my rescue. 1,000 blessings upon you. Though I feel that curses are more appropriate for those evil weapons, they stole my weapon, of the standard, non-enchanted variety, my only means of defense. That was not the only thing that they took from me. They have my pack with all my supplies and apparatus inside. Would you be willing to help me reclaim it? I believe I can. Alright. Just need to take care of something real quick. Alright, there we go. So we'll go ahead and weave our way around. Yeah, past the tree of evil weapons. We need to get up there? Maybe around behind? Nope, it's got to be up at the top. Which means we're also going to have to get to the top tier of the city. So we'll go ahead and take a right. And now let's go into Kelk itself. And now we can try and find this thing. Yeah. Accompanied by a purple perimeter, and we know what that means. Hello there. Yeah, from an evil weapon to a cursed weapon. And there's your fancy sword. Yeah, slowly but surely, take away his HP. And launch it. 22,000 points. Just still gotta keep going, he's not dead yet. And pow! Right in the gut. Yeah, right in your gut. Yeah, you'll be feeling that one later. Okay, back over to the historian. Yeah, if we can figure out a way to avoid being attacked, which is so hard. Because, yeah, so many enemies are right next to each other. And case in point. Fine. Fine, we fight. Your weapon against mine. Only because you are forcing my hand constantly and repeatedly. But yeah, it's pretty much impossible to not get somewhere without putting aggro on something. Like, Square Enix really did a good job of forcing fighting on you. Alright. Oh, I do hope the contents have not incurred any damage. Well, the way these weapons are going, that's going to be a very tall task. Praise be! My instruments and such are largely unscathed, and most importantly, my field notes are all present and correct. I do not know what I would have done if I lost the fruits of my research into the Church of the First Light. I dare say the name rings a bell. Most have heard of this ancient religion, yet few know of its history. If it pleases you, I may offer a relatively succinct summary of my findings. Yeah. Speak on. Yeah, we should let him say it. The Church of the First Light was one of the most widespread religions and had followers in every corner of Novaura. It began with the original inhabitants, the elves, and eventually took root among the other races. This included not only the allies, the Humes, but the Guardians and Dron, with whom they shared a tumultuous relationship. The Church of the First Light's influence grew to such an extent that it surpassed even that of the monarchs and rulers of the various nations. That was until the Flood of Light changed everything. The light that they so revered was not their salvation, but their destruction. As you may well imagine, those who survived quickly abandoned the religion, and its teachings were all but forgotten. I have made it my life's work to see that these people and their ways are not similarly lost to the sands of time. Though I understand the perils involved with the exploration of ancient ruins, I feel we must do our utmost to attain what knowledge we can of the world that existed before the Flood. It seems we have dallied here long enough, however. It would be remiss of me to part you without offering my gratitude for the retrieval of my irreplaceable research materials. I will return to Twine and give my thanks to Toffrith for suggesting that I visit these ruins. It was the most worthwhile expedition indeed. And I'm not even going to say it this time. Yeah, now you're just taunting me. Yeah, now you're just taunting me. Alright, let's go back over to Toffrith. Hello there. Our mutual acquaintance, the Charlin Fruitcake, came by to thank me. Not that I really did much besides sending you to help. Anyway, he left this for you. Show of gratitude or something. We'll take it respectfully. Alright, so we're essentially going to skip Drury because we cannot currently do his quest without getting more things available to us. So yeah, let's go all, I guess, on into the bar and speak with Dalric to take on his quest entitled The Yoke's on You. Dalric has need of your expertise. Twine used to be full of hunters, bringing in fresh meat, pelts, all sorts. Not these days, though. Most of them left to seek easier, more lucrative prey elsewhere. Still, there's money to be made here, if you're brave enough. How about it? Fancy earning a bit of coin? I'm sure you've seen the forest cacos around here. Big, ugly, highly aggressive. What I want is not their meat, but their eggs. They are a job to carry, though, so you'll want to avoid any trouble on your way back from the nest. There's no use bringing a smashed one. If you and the egg both make it back in one piece, bring it here, and the bloke in charge of the warehouse will take it off your hands. There's skill in it for the both of us. Alright, I guess we know what this is going to entail. Yeah, I guess we know what this is going to entail, and that is going to be us having to carry something like we've done before. Where we're going to be doing this in a time-sensitive situation. Looks like we'll have to go around to the other side in order to get what we need. Up, there we go. Yeah, here's the egg. We may have to fight for it, though. Yeah, a strong scent of ammonia emanates from the egg. No one in their right mind would accept this. Yeah, we gotta keep on looking. Even if it means having to put up with depotages over and over again. Yeah, maybe this one? Right smack dab in the middle. A perfect specimen. Now you must keep it in pristine condition on your journey to the pub in Twine. Deliver it back to the warehouse custodian in 90 seconds. Go! Yeah, and you can pretty much tell these forest raccoons are going to be definitely following me because I'm carrying one of their eggs. In fact, yep, there's the turn. There's the turn. Not as if we didn't see it coming. Because, yeah, it can only stay in one position for so long before it has to turn around. But yeah, it's all looking good over here. So, back on up. And then we'll take it back into the bar.
Hello there, sir.
Oh, yes, lovely. You don't see many like this. Well, that's Dalric's part of the bargain taken care of. He's got your share, so if you want paying, ask him.
Alright. Seems to me like you got a talent for this kind of work. I could use someone like you. First of all, here's the coin I promised. If you've got a mind to take on another job, come and see me. So we'll take our experience skill plus a 409 ring. And also he was not kidding about taking on more tasks. But first let's have a look at the ring and appraise it. Got a triplet ring of slaying here. So we're going for 403 to 409 and critical hit and determination against critical hit and direct hit rates. So what I'm gonna do is, for now, swap one of the lazarite rings with another. So that way it's a little more balanced as far as determination and direct hit rate are concerned. But for now, let's go ahead and speak to Dalric again for his quest entitled Taken Down a Peck or Two. Dalric has another request for you, this time of a more personal nature. Though we both profited from it, stealing the egg was just a test. I want you to slay a certain forest coast called Iron Beak. It killed my brother while we were gathering abandoned timber near Mount Buren Mines. I was the one who dragged him along to that god's-forsaken place, and he died protecting me. Ever since that day, thoughts of avenging him occupy my every waking moment. But I'm no hunter. I've tried hiring others before you, and it always ends with them either fleeing for their lives or, well, they knew the risks when they signed up. It's not only for my peace of mind that I want that wretched bird dead, it's been terrorizing anyone careless enough to wander into its territory. So you'd be doing the whole of Twine a favor by killing it. I'll not go with you and get in your way, but I'd appreciate you bringing me one of its tail feathers. I'll hold on to it as a keepsake of my brother.
Hey, Narcost! Wow, how long time no see, Narcost. Welcome to the stream, welcome to my channel, glad to have you with us. And thank you for bringing your friends Mike, the Enigma, David, and Animal Layer 788, and anyone else who may be coming to raid. Welcome to Let's Play Novaura Autism. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. Glad to have you all with us here this afternoon. Yeah, I didn't think raids on a lazy Sunday afternoon in the middle of a 4th of July weekend were a thing, but thanks, Narcost, for proving me wrong on that. And so yeah, if we want to be able to continue on with this particular quest, we got to go find that Iron Beak. So yeah, we'll take the convenient path of using the train tracks to stay above every enemy that there is. But yeah, Narcost, it's been a long time. How have you been? Like, I know you've been keeping tabs on Tham for a while. I know that, of course, that you're really good friends with him. Yeah, how's Tham been doing as well? Because I know his since he's gone over to doing almost exclusively VR, his channel's really took off. Look out! Yeah, get the Billy down so we can have ourselves a shot at the real enemy. And if this Billy Goat just happens to get in our way as a result, then so be it. Oh, 5 baskets of Woven Fleece for the kill. Awesome. But now, for the real enemy. Let's do it. Yeah. Take our best shot at these guys. Yeah, load up as much as possible. And yeah, killed it right as I was about to unleash it, but hey, I'll take it. Alright, back off. Oh, he's almost dead too. There we go. Yeah, where is Iron Beak? Yeah. It's him we're trying to kill, but yeah. Is he taking his sweet time or something? Yeah, get a little altitude. And bring the guy down. We got our success, so back to Twine.
So yeah, let's go ahead and head on back to the bar to give our man what he needs. We gave him an egg, now we're giving him a feather. I guess it's kind of coming full circle. I'm glad to see you made it back. How went the hunt? Well, we got what you were looking for. Is the feather made of iron too? Then it is done. My brother has been avenged. He was one of the best miners this place ever saw. I should have followed in his footsteps instead of always trying to make a quick gill on the side. It was one of my harebrained schemes that got him killed. I'm just as much to blame for that as that damn bird. And ever since that day, I've been too scared to step foot outside of Twine and gave up on mining altogether. Which is why you became a bartender, huh? I got the bartender. Maybe now I can find the courage to venture farther afield and broaden my horizons. Here, you've more than earned this. Well, you're quite welcome. Alright, so we put Dalric in a greater ease of mind. So let's keep looking for side quests to do, because yeah, we still need about another 1.5 million points to get to 77. Let's speak with Mindburn here to take on his quest entitled The Creaky Mill Gets the Grease. Mindburn looks as though he's about to tear his hair out. And he certainly has a lot of it by the looks of it. I'll tell you, this windmill gives me nothing but grief. The damn thing won't stop creaking! Put this thistle mole on the... Put this thistle mole oil on the moving bits at the top. Makes it turn more smoothly. And I'd get up there and do my stuff if I hadn't thrown my back out. Not to mention we've used up our supply of the stuff. So yeah, would you be willing to do it? There's coin in it for you. Yeah, but yeah, mole oil is a very hard tongue twister. It shouldn't be too hard to find thistle moles around here. Give them a few licks and they'll keel right over. Bringing the fat is a pain in the ass though. Once you've got a decent amount, bring it to me. Alright, just need to get one kill. Just one kill is all we need. Yeah, thankfully they're all so conveniently located next to the town. Yeah, this mole saw me coming, he was prepared. But he's not going to be prepared enough once I take what he's got. Look out. Keep it. And down he goes. So back into town. Yeah, that was a pretty short trip. And so let's just take this back to Mindburn and see where we go from here. Now there's a man who smells like he's skinned a mole or two. And yeah, here's the fat itself. Yes, that ought to do it. Give me a moment and I'll fix up a batch of the oil. And so as he goes ahead and does that. There you go, all ready. Now be a good lad and climb to the top and spread out this out on the movie bits. Don't ask me what they're called, I didn't build the bloody thing. No, I guess you didn't. Okay. So we need to put this on 2 different spots. And we can climb up to the top of the windmill right here. So yeah, we made it to the top, and then let's go ahead and put it on the quote-unquote movie bits. Ah, man. Yeah, they're called movie bits. Alright, let's jump on back down then. Yeah, we'll just help ourselves back down to the bottom, thanks. Also make sure I don't want to get myself inadvertently turned around. Also, this is probably someone I don't need to hear a phone call from. Like, I swear, I need to turn my phone off when I'm streaming because 99% of the calls that I get are always from people who are just trolls and telemarketers and all that. It's not even worth my trouble to have a phone, in all honesty. Good work. I'm not sure if the creaking had any negative effect on the mill itself, but it was bloody annoying. As is getting a phone call while you're streaming.
I suppose you're wondering what we need a windmill for in the first place, seeing as we've no crops to mill into flour. It's actually used for drawing up water from deep underground. Of course, if anything was to go wrong, we'd have a serious problem on our hands, and it's my job to make sure that doesn't happen. Anyway, here's your payment. You've earned it. Don't mind if I do. So now let's go ahead and speak with this shifty-eyed miner to take on his quest entitled Prankster's Paradise. The shifty-eyed miner appears to be panicking for some reason.
Listen, I need your help. Please, give this message to that merchant passing through the Crystarium heading east. If you hurry, you should be able to catch him. It's a matter of life and death. I'd go myself, but, I've got allergies.
That's your excuse? I've got allergies! Meaning like you're allergic to other people or something? Yeah, probably allergic to things like that. Alright, drop down. And where's the merchant? Right here.
Oh, may I help you?
Actually, you can. We need to give this to you.
A letter? Let's see. My hard-working errand boy will deliver one pristine debitage soulstone, which I believe should serve as ample payment for my usual order. Not a bad deal from where I stand. I'm prepared to wait if you still need time to fulfill your side of the bargain.
Yeah, I have to get a what? Yeah, that's the first I've heard of it, but it shouldn't be a problem, but yeah. You can see where this is going.
Such loyalty! Your master is blessed indeed to have a servant reliable as you. There are plenty of debitages roaming around here, but I hear the soulstones are often damaged in the process of slaying them. And let's not forget that I was promised one in pristine condition. For what it's worth, I'll be cheering you on. Quietly, of course.
Yeah, we got suckered into some crap. Yeah, meaning we're forced to do this guy's job for him. Yeah, this is not how you employ the services of the Warrior of Darkness, sir. Alright. Couldn't get anything off of him. Hey, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Yeah, you stopped right in your tracks there. And look out. Yeah, there's our right and thrust. So yeah, that's what it looks like. And it's just a full-on windmill. But we're still looking for a pristine soulstone. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I've come to hurt you and to kill you. Yeah, get this ugly thing taken down. Yeah, full throttle. Don't hold back. And down he goes. Now we got what we needed. So yeah, if you're willing to be a glutton for punishment, this is the quest for you. Okay, we're back.
Is that a soulstone I spy?
It is indeed. Here you go.
Yes, that's lovely. Alchemists will pay handsomely for one this large. And here's the ale your master requested, his usual order. It may only be one bottle, but you won't find anybody else selling it in the whole of Amarang.
Yeah, all this trouble for a bottle of ale. Yeah, it just doesn't seem right. Okay. So let's give this to this shifty-eyed miner.
So, I trust everything went well?
Yeah, hand over the ale or smash the bottle. Yeah, here's what I think of you.
No!
What have you done? All that precious ale gone to waste! That's what happens when you meddle with the Warrior of Darkness. Well, it's not like I paid anything for it. If this is all I get by way of comeuppance, I haven't done too badly. I do feel a tiny bit guilty about making you risk your life fighting angry rock giants. A tiny bit. You can hardly blame a man for finding his own entertainment, though. There's not much to do around here, as you can see. But you've given me a few laughs, that's for sure. Want me to put a lance in your gut? I can make you feel really... give you a real reason to laugh. Yeah. Get on out of here! Okay. So... I'm gonna be back in a moment. I need to, of course, save my audio file. But while I'm gone, I'm going to do away with my phone so that if another troll comes over and rings me, then you guys won't have to put up with listening to it. So give me a moment here and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. As we welcome a new viewer to the channel, Kais Sadozai. Welcome to Let's Play Novaura Autism. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us here today. You can basically play it in online co-op if you wanted to. Because this is an MMO, you would be allowed to get the opportunity to play with other people. So this is a game that can be played co-op. So yeah, absolutely. I just need to take care of something here real quick. Alright, there we go. Okay, looks like we're good to continue. Yep, everything looks good. Alright. Hey there, Joshuka, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. So, we still need to get to a few more side quests done to get to level 77, so let's keep on going. So, like I said, we're essentially skipping Dre because we don't have everything we need currently in order to complete his quest. So, let's go ahead and speak with this taciturn miner to take on his quest entitled Flower for a Friend. The taciturn miner is planning a journey of great personal importance. Excuse me, Sinner. I am planning a journey into dangerous territory and need a bodyguard. Can you help me? My destination is the bridge that stretches across the northern chasm. I should be able to reach it, but I will need you to watch my back once I have. There's something I must do.
Well, I guess we'll find out what that is soon enough. Well, you can do it that way. There is a trial version of the game there, Cass. If you wanted to try do the trial version, you can check that out, and it is free. Also, I need to be up on the tracks for this one. And looks like we gotta go upstairs. So yeah, probably have to drive all the way back. Yeah, might as well just warp back to trying to do this all over again. So yeah, trial version allows you to play up to level 35 in the game. And it would be, of course, in the initial expansion. So away we go. And we'll hook up with the Taciturn Miner. Well, thank you very much there, Cass. I appreciate that.
Well, this is a close friend of mine. This is where a close friend of mine lost his life. He was a miner, one of the best, until the day he was attacked by a sin eater. After Daedalus Stoneworks closed and the Talos fell into disrepair, he tried to find alternative methods for operating the trolleys, such as having them pulled by lizards. It is during one of these trials that he met his end. Though you are an outsider and never met him, it would mean a lot to me if you could join me in paying respects. Here, cast this flower into the ravine.
And so we'll go ahead and do just that. To pay our respects to his fallen friend. You pay your respects by offering a flower for the lost miner.
I wonder if he's watching us now, alongside all of the other great Ronso of the past. Many of the villages and mountains in Armorang bear their names. My friend and I once dreamed of opening mines and naming them after ourselves. I still hold on to that hope, even though he is no longer with us. I can tell you too have lost loved ones. What do you do to overcome the grief?
Concentrate on the here and now, or when the tears come I let them flow, or we each find our own way, you must find yours. Yeah, we should probably encourage the latter. Okay, well, we hope you have fun there, Cass.
Yes, you are right. True strength must come from within. I am grateful for your kind words. I shall reflect on them as we journey back to Twine.
So in order to get to the point that we're currently at there, Cass, there is the initial expansion of Realm Reborn, which is where you would be starting the game. But then we are currently 3 expansions after that. We are 3 expansions after Realm Reborn. There's Heaven's Ward, there's Stormblood, and there's Shadowbringers, which is the current expansion, which just launched earlier this week. Hello there, sir.
I was glad to have someone hear my friend's tale, for in the telling, I was able to look back on happier times. From this day forth, I will strive to uphold the ideas that we once shared and in so doing honor his memory. Please accept this as a small token of my thanks.
Well, you're quite welcome there, Cass, and it's nice to meet some viewers who come from overseas. I do have a few, but it's always nice to welcome more. Alright, so where shall we go next? Because we still need to get a couple more quests done. Why don't we go ahead and speak with Andre? We'll go ahead and take on his quest entitled Stripe for the Picking. Andre's furrowed brow suggests he has a predicament he is attempting to solve.
Why must all matters pertaining to romance be so very problematic? My lady friend has sadly left the windswept plains of Amarang to seek a life of luxury, relatively speaking, in the Crystarium. I fear that the passing of time may cause her heart to grow distant, so I plan to send a ring to serve as a symbol of our everlasting love. I finally bought one with my hard-earned savings, only to discover later that a substantial crack runs along the surface in its otherwise beautifully banded gem. Rather than spend another fortune on a new ring, or replacement stone, I struck upon an idea. It would be far more economical to hire someone to retrieve a similar gem, and affix it to the ring myself. And that, my friend, is where you come in. Any risk of injury in the mine will be far outweighed by the gil I offer as a reward, I assure you.
Alright, I believe we can do that. Anything for love. And I would do anything for love. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a song that was #1 on the music charts for months. Yeah, it was Meatloaf's way of returning to music, and boy, did he ever come back. Yeah, that was quite a contrast from his previous song that hit a big Bat Out of Hell. But yeah, when he brought out I Would Do Anything for Love, that song really stayed #1 for a long time. And it also has an equally memorable music video too. It's based off of Beauty and the Beast, which had come out the year before. The animated version, not the current remake. And speaking of remakes, it seems like that Disney is having a lot of people giving backlash on the fact that they want to do something different for casting Ariel for the Little Mermaid live action remake, because it's not accurate to the source material, as it were. Yeah, because as we've seen throughout the years, especially with Game of Thrones, with its last season, the one thing that the writers didn't do that everyone in Game of Thrones fandom complains about is that it failed to honor the source material. Yeah, if you can't honor and respect the original source and the inspiration, even if it's your own, then something is wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up this glittering stone. So back over to Twine. Alright, let's check it out. So let's see if Andre likes what he sees.
Well, have you found a gem that is sufficiently dazzling?
Why don't you see for yourself?
Splendid. Simply gorgeous. I hope you did not encounter any dangers while searching for it. I hear these are produced by gnomes, and you can tell their age from the number of the stripes on the stones they drop. Unfortunately, attempting to slay one of those brutes is likely to damage the precious gems that appear from its rocky hide. It is better and safer to retrieve the ones that have fallen naturally. In other words, where you find these stones, you will also encounter gnomes, hence my reluctance to hunt one for myself. I am positive my lady friend will be pleased to receive such a wonderful gift, and, as agreed, here is payment for your exemplary efforts.
Well, thank you very much. Alright, so one more quest will put us over the top. Who will be the one to give it to us? Why don't we go ahead and speak with perhaps the only lady around here, Anine, and take on her quest entitled Big Sister is Watching You. Anine is beside herself with worry for her missing brothers.
Could I ask a favor? My two brothers set off for Mount Buran Mines to see if there's anything worth salvaging, but they've been gone an awfully long time. Would you be able to go and look for them? I'd go myself, but I hear the place is crawling with all sorts of nasty creatures and fighting's not my forte. I don't expect you to do it for free, of course.
Oh, of course not. And so away we go. So, back over the tracks. And we get to go over everything that was going to be harassing us. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's come out for this morning / this afternoon stream. It's been really awesome to have you all here. Thank you so much for making this last morning stream for Shadowbringers very enjoyable. I'm really glad that you're all here. And so go ahead and take a right. And then once we've done that, we'll arrive back at the mines again, where we will proceed to try and find her siblings. Yeah, here's the stocky miner.
Who are you?
Yeah. Your sister asked me to help you out.
She was bloody right when she said it was dangerous here. We ran into a pack of coyotes and we were separated when we tried to outrun them.
Hey Zero, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
I got away, but I don't know what's happened to my brother. Hopefully he found somewhere to hide. Will you help me look for him?
I believe I'm going to do that. Let's go and look. Gonna be somewhere around here. Maybe up top. Nope, not quite. Yeah, I think combat is inevitable because everything is so close to each other. Yep, there he is. Yeah. It was inevitable. I did say that, did I not? Yeah. The coyotes want to play, so therefore I'm going to put these hounds down. Yeah, it's time for you to get laid to waste. And down he goes. And then... yeah, relentless combat. Yeah, they all choose to want to die by me killing them. Well, it's not like I didn't offer them a way out. But nope, they chose death by my hand. They had no one but themselves to blame. Hey there, sir. Yeah. Up on your feet, sir. Yeah, there we go.
Anine sent you to find us. Thanks, stranger. I better go and see if my brother is all right.
And so yeah, we gotta go back over to him because we're not quite done with these two just yet. Can I get over? I can, yes. Doesn't mean I'm out of danger, though. You know, how far do we have to go in order to get them off me? As we run into a fate circle. Alright. Yeah, and thank you for having that bird follow you. Hey there, sir.
I never thought I'd be so happy to see him. Now that we've got reinforcements, we should be able to carry on where we left off. It'll be a lot easier with someone to cover our backs. Hold on now, he didn't come here for that. Before we get ahead of ourselves, let me give you this. It's the least we can do for offering you. It's the least we can offer you for coming to our rescue. So we'll accept the experience skill plus a 409 earring, and with that, we're now at level 77. There we go. Alright, so we have Triplite Earrings of Slaying. So critical hit and direct hit rates.
against critical hit and direct hit rate in the opposite direction. So yeah, I might actually put this on in order to swap out and reverse the stats a little, because yeah, critical hit's really high, but it's getting a bit separate from the direct hit rate. And the determination, for that matter. So yeah, we're not done with these two just yet. Let's go and speak with the stocky miner to take on their next quest entitled The Brother Load. The two brothers from Twine are hoping you will stick around Mount Biron Mines to help. If you're willing to take on some more work, we'd be glad for your assistance. We actually came here not to gather rocks and such, as you might expect in a mine, but timber. We're hoping to repair our house, and we'll take whatever we can get our hands on. In fact, rather than have you guard us, it might be more efficient to have you collect wood too. Let's split up, but keep a close eye on each other, and try not to wander. Alright, so let's find the discarded timber that they need. Yeah, and we'll be more than willing to fight people for it. Yeah, this time I have no issue with doing that. But be advised that if you do there, coyotes, you're gonna pay the price. Yeah, I brandish my weapon to scare you off. Also, why am I not selecting the timber? Yeah, I'm standing right in front of it. Why am I not selecting it? Okay. Well, someone got up there somehow. Alright, here's the other item of interest. Now I want to assess the situation and ensure that I'm not running headlong into something else. Yep, turn right around. Alright, let's pick it up. And return to the miners. Yeah, combat may be required here, depending on how far away we can get. Alright, away they go. Alright, miner. What have you found? We found this. Nice and strong, free from rot. That should be enough for now. The two of us will carry this back to Twine. By the sounds of it, A9 was planning on paying you for coming to our rescue, so I'll tell her to throw in the coin for helping us with the timber too. Alright, so let's head on back. Alright, so let's go ahead and let A9 know what has happened. Yeah. Hello again, young lady.
There you are. The boys told me what you did for them. Now you might think that they're idiots for going to Mount Biron Mines to collect timber of all things. I mean, they're still idiots, but don't get me wrong. But the idea isn't entirely without merits. You see, the closure of Daedalus stoneworks meant that we had to rely on goods brought in from other lands, and the prices ranged from expensive to ludicrous. That's why we tried to make do with what's available, which, as you can tell, is not an awful lot. But no matter how hard we may be, we still have each other. I can't thank you enough for seeing my brothers got home safe and sound.
Well, you're quite welcome. And so our task is done with her, so we'll keep going for another little while. So let's go ahead and speak with the Wide-Eyed Miner, because yeah, we still have quite a few things to do, but like I said, we cannot get everything done now. So let's go and speak with this Wild-Eyed Miner to take on his quest entitled, I Drink, Therefore I Am in Trouble. The Wide-Eyed Miner is afraid for his life.
No, don't hit me! Oh wait, you're not Guthlager. He's a local thug who I made the mistake of drinking with. I end up saying all sorts of things like, think you're tough, do you? Or, my mate could wipe the floor with you. Gods only know why I said, there ain't a word of truth in it. Of course, he didn't see the funny side. He told me to bring this friend of mine or he'd fight me instead.
So this is how it's all unfolded, huh?
So I was wondering, could you go and sort him out for me? I'll make it worth your while, I swear.
Very well. Yeah, let's go ahead and take on the guy he inexplicably provoked here. Yeah, take it behind the shed, apparently. Yeah, in fact, he's right down there. So this is the man, huh?
I brought him just like I said I would.
A scrawny streaker pissed like you. Don't make me laugh. I've killed senators with my bare hands, so you won't even make me break a sweat. And after I'm done with this feeble sack of shite, you're next. Yeah, not good. Since I'm feeling generous, I'll let you take the first swing. Better make it a good one, cause you won't get a second chance. Alright then. Let's duel you and I. Yeah, take that. Yeah, drop a few amounts of fire and dragon dives on you. Yeah, let's give it everything we got to teach Guthlager what happens when he crosses a real opponent. Nearly 26k on the crit hit. And down he goes. Yeah, stop pummeling me, it's really painful. Yeah. And so he just disappears.
Bloody hell, you actually did it! Alright, let's head back before any of the wildlife take an interest in us.
I was about to say wildfire. Alright. And on back up. And as people continue to engage in combat against various things. Yeah, that one was rather quick and painless, as it were.
That ought to take him down a peg or two. I doubt he'll stick around here after a beating like that. And I'll have to choose who I drink with more carefully from now on. I've got a habit of saying all sorts of nonsense when I'm in my cups.
You certainly do.
It damn near earned me an early grave, and I'm lucky that you showed up when you did. Many thanks to you.
You're quite welcome. But yeah, that went by rather quickly. So why don't we keep on going by speaking with this restless laborer to take on his quest entitled Repair for the Worst. Twine is in need of an extra pair of eyes. Namely, yours.
God, this whole place is falling apart. My job is to order materials for repairs, but the budget is so tight I can't afford to buy more than is absolutely necessary. The supply will be here soon and I still haven't finished off my checks. There's no time. I know. If you have a look around the place and see what needs fixing, I'll work out which materials we should order. These traveling peddlers don't hang around, so I've got to have everything ready before she moves on. You'll help the people of Twine, won't you? I knew you would.
Alright, get at it then. Alright, so let's go ahead, because yeah, it looks like the stuff's going to be in around here. Starting with this support beam. There's a deep split in the support beam. If this thing breaks, the whole building might come down. Uh-oh. You can also see the other two are actually in plain sight. Including this crooked door frame, which is also barred. The frame has warped and the door rattles in the breeze. And then over here, where Orianger and Ophelia are chilling out, and have been for some time, let's have a look at this rickety door. Alright. These hinges have seen better days. One good slam and the whole door is liable to fall off. Ouch. So yeah, let's tell the laborer what we found. Yeah, that only needed a couple of minutes of our time. And here's the supplier.
So here's what you needed to know. Gods be good, it's worse than I thought. Alright, here's what we need.
My, the paltry amounts I will make from this is hardly worth the effort.
That's all we can afford at present. Maybe if your prices weren't so extortionate, we might get a bit more for our gill. This might take a while, but you've played your part. Short on coin though we are, it was worth paying you for the help, considering the amounts we'll save from only ordering the bare necessities. You have my thanks. Alright then. Go ahead and conduct your business. And I believe we can take a quest in here as well. So we'll go ahead and speak with Harloth. We'll go ahead and take on his quest entitled To the Far Side. Harloth is faced with a problem he cannot solve alone. I'm awfully worried about my grandfather. All those years of working in the mines must have finally caught up with him, and he can hardly breathe now. It must be the dust and the stagnant air down there. The only thing that can help him, as we see a black dot on the wood for some weird reason, and it's still showing up there. Like, what's going on over there? Yeah. Unless someone's causing it, it may be a glitch. The only thing that can help him is far-side sprouts, but the cacti they come from are extremely rare and few people know how to prepare them for eating. I can't leave him alone in this condition, so I was wondering, would you be able to go and get some for him? An apothecary sells the stuff and can normally be found east of Nuvi's livings. Here, this should cover the cost. Thank you, you're a saint for doing this. Yeah. What the heck's going on back here? I don't know, and I'm wondering if it's even possible to get stuck in there. Yeah, let's not find out, shall we? Yeah, let's not find out. So yeah, Thankless quest is now finally available to do, but we still have side quests to take care of. Yeah, Lou enjoying the new classes. But we're old school. We're gonna continue to do what we've been doing. Look out. Alright, here's the apothecary. Hello, sir. Always a pleasure to meet a new customer. What can I do for you? Well, we need to give you this. Oh, really? You're quite the connoisseur. One who is clearly hungry for my sprouts. Unfortunately, I've none left. I sold all my stock to someone from Yulmore. For a rather tidy sum, I might add. Oh, great. If you're as desperate as you look, perhaps you could go straight to the source. A Maud harvests the cacti over by the lift station. If you get her to bring me some to me, I'll make you a batch. Alright, so yeah. Not done yet. Yeah, and someone sold them over to Yulmore? What were you thinking? Well, in any event, we might have to cross over here. And see if we can't find the person of interest. Yeah, because this is the point now where we're actually getting closer to Novaura. Hello there, trader.
You need the sprouts now? Luckily for you, I have picked some fresh, juicy cacti. They should have quite a kick. And since you seem to be in a hurry, I'll deliver what I have to the apothecary right away.
Yes, please do. Alright, let's go back to him. But yeah, I just got an alert from the sports website, but I wasn't expecting to get an alert from them. But if you're American, I'm sure it'll make you happy that your women's soccer team won the World Cup yet again. But yeah, it seems like you guys never lose that. Like, your men's team is terrible, but your women's team really kicks ass. Thanks for your help in expediting the shipments. I've already finished preparing the first batch. As a sign of my appreciation, I've included a bit extra. Sweet dreams, friend. Thank you very much. And so, back to Twine. And so, here we are. Let's find the person of interest. Hello there, Holoth. So how did it go? We got what you needed. Yes, this should do the trick, but it's a lot more than I paid for. How did you end up with so much? Well, this is what happened. You did all this for my grandfather. That was very kind of you. I hope it makes it feel better, or are you sure this is for medicinal purposes? No, let's not question this. Yes, it should, for a while at least. He'll be able to sleep well tonight, I'm sure. You've done him a good turn. Well, we're glad we could help. And then there were 3 quests still to do, but we can only take 2 of them. So let's head on up here now. Yeah, in fact, both of these quests are up here, so that works out perfectly. Let's go and speak with this hapless miner to take on his quest entitled A Tab in the Dark. A hapless miner is having difficulty paying his tab. But the gemstone I was going to give you, I lost it on the way back from the mine. It was right there in my hands, I swear. Then how'd you end up losing it? I don't care what you talk up, it won't be paying off your tab while it's sitting in some ditch. I ain't making it up, honest. Yeah. Oh, you there. You don't look like the sort to turn your back on a man who's down on his luck. Help me find it, would you? Here, take this lantern. The gemstone will glint when the light hits it. Bring it to me and I'll think of some way to pay you back. Yeah, down on his luck. Pardon me, but could you help out a fellow American who's down on his luck? Hit the road! Yeah, my first instinct is always to hit sprint. I need to fix that. Alright, let's try and find this stone he wants. Oh, look out. Yeah, go away, go away. Good. So yeah, this seems like the place to go. Something is glimmering in the light of the lantern, even though it's broad daylight. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And so back on over. Yeah, another quick and simple quest. Alright. So we'll go back up the stairs and give this miner what he needs. And turn the corner and there we go. Hey man. Did you find it? Indeed we did. Plus you can have your lamp back too. It's a miracle! I think this should cover it. Here you go. Will it work? It certainly does, but from now on, you'll pay up front for every drink. No more tabs. Yeah, we got that established. I wonder if I'll be able to find any more stones like that. Folk at the Costarium use them as lenses and some sort of magical cannons, so they sell for a hefty price. If I manage to dig any more up, I'll take care not to drop them. Next time I might not have someone like you around to help me. Many thanks to you, friend. Well, you're quite welcome. But maybe for your best interest, maybe you should stay out of the bar. And now for our last side quest for now, let's speak with Hathenstein to take on his quest entitled A Relatively Minor Issue. Hathenstein stares expectantly into the distance. You looking for work? Good, I've something I can help with. I've got a team of miners in the Dragon Tail, but 3 of them are working well past the end of their shift. I want you to go in there and tell them to get back here now. You will receive fair coin for your troubles. Then away we will go. Yeah, in case you're wondering, we're going to a brand new area.
So yeah, we're gonna follow this as far east as we can, using the tracks, and then once we can no longer use the tracks, we'll continue on from there. Yeah, we basically want to stay along the tracks until we need to drop off, and then we just follow that onward further. So ultimately we want to go into that mine that's coming up on the right. Now that's where you had to fall down anyway, so might as well get it done now, right? Alright, yeah, you can chase me in if you want, but you're not gonna have much luck finding me. I'm gonna be too elusive to find you. And you're gonna be too elusive, I'm gonna be too elusive for you to find me. Shift's vanished, has it? I didn't hear the bell. I suppose I'll have to make do with this hole. It should earn me enough to keep my wife and little ones fed for the time being. I'd stay long if I could, but I better do as the boss says. And then over here, this lethargic miner. Oh, it's time to go back, is it? Thank goodness, I've had more than enough of this for one day. It was much less tiring when we had Harlows to do all the hard work. Now it's down to pickaxes and explosives. A pretty poor substitute if you ask me. Of course, we used to dig up a lot more back then too. At this rate, I'll have to consider taking up another profession. So off he goes. And then we'll head further down into the mine to find the last person. Yeah, here's the blusterous miner. Hoffenstein sent you here to tell me that. Lazy bastard couldn't be asked to come and say it himself then. And I don't know why he bothers making us work in shifts. Everyone needs to take turns, he says. Ha! There's hardly anybody left. Most of the others have gone to seek their fortune elsewhere. Besides us, there's only a handful of miners left in Twine. On the bright side, that means there's more for me to dig up. I guess I can't afford to stop for a bite to eat, though. I guess so. So before we head on out of here, I need to show you guys something. This was found when I was trying to do the one side quest we will not be doing. Also, we can help ourselves to this Aether Current. Yeah, as you may have noticed, this area is right next to Mord Souk. So this literally is where you can just drop down back onto the east half of Amarang and go about your business doing over there. But since we're done with that part of the map, we can go back to Twine and finish this quest. Okay. So let's give Hathenstein what he needs. If we can find him. There he is. Why was I thinking there was a second tier of this tower? Good work, Sinner. They all made it back in one piece. They went at the meal we prepared like a pack of hungry coyotes. Nothing beats eating your fill at the end of a hard day. Of course, everyone in Twine is here to work. This is a mining town, and only those who contribute are allowed to stay. We've always got room for someone like you, though. Yeah, but I must be moving on, so we'll take our experience skill plus another 409 ring. And so with that, the quests for now are going to be finished. So yeah, I mentioned we'll be swapping out one of these lazarite rings for a triplite ring. But I'm going to do that off camera because we've reached the end of the episode for right now. So we certainly have covered quite a bit in the time that we've been here, and we have now accomplished the requisite number of side quests needed in order to advance the story further. So when I join you later this afternoon, we will resume our quest with the main story and see if we can't help Thancred and Magnus and everyone here in Twine to get their spirits back. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Live. I'll see you guys later this afternoon as we once again resume with the main story here in Twine. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novaura Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.